Next topic natin, so this will be the continuation for single dimension array. We'll be having two-dimension array or two-dimensional array. Now, what is the difference between the two? So basically, the main difference is that we'll be having a row and a column ngayon. Okay, yung difference ngayon. Okay, so as we can see here, let's try to assume na we have our variable an array, and sabi natin dito, this will be uh, 3 index for our row and 3 index for our column. So basically, dahil 3 by 3 yung dineclare natin, so we produce a memory container na ito. So ayan. So we'll be starting, para ka lang nag-excel. Okay? So dahil ito yung mag-specify ng row natin, ayan. Kaya nagkaroon tayo dito ng tatlong row. Okay? So kung mga nakalagay dito, starting index niya will be 0, 1, and then 2, and then so on, kung madadagdagan pa yung index. Now, next one, so ito naman, so kamukha na nandoon, so this will be for our column. Okay? So, we have 3 columns, kaya nagkaroon tayo ng column 0, column 1, and column 2. Okay? So, ganun pa rin. So, starting index will be 0. So, para kang nag-excel. So, kamukha nito, for you to access this particular index, saan nag-meet to? Yung row and column. So, that will be 0 and 0. So, for example, itong part na to. So, saan nag-meet si 1 and itong part na to. So, you have 1 and 1. So, kaya naging index for this particular box or container will be 1 and 1. So, whenever we'll be accessing this particular index, tatawagin mo ngayon. So, an array index 1 and 1. Okay, so yun lang yung main difference ng two-dimensional. So, meron kang row and column ngayon. Okay, so in declaring a two-dimensional array, sa kung na nakalagay dito, so now, we'll be having a pair na or dalawang pares ng square brackets. Okay? Siya yung identifier natin for the compiler na that this variable will be a two-dimensional array dahil sa dalawang square bracket na ito. Okay. Now, yung unang type ng declaration is this. For us, it will be having a fixed value. Okay? So, sa example na to, we'll be having 2 rows and then 3 columns na value for an array. So, why? Paano natin nalaman? Okay. So, in this one, so ayan, kung makikita kasi natin, they are separated by square brackets. So, ayan, ito mga to. Okay, so that will be our indicator kung gaano karaming row yung meron. Okay, so dahil dito, we have two curly braces, ibig sabihin we have two groups. Tapos kung ilan yung entities sa loob, ayan, so we have 3 entities for them, yun naman yung magsaset ng column natin. Okay, so yung row 1 natin, so yung unang group ng values, ito, we have 10, we have 20, and we have 30. Yung next group will be having 40, 50, and then 60. Now, same goes. Yung address nito will be 00. This will be 01, 02. And then this will be 10, 11. And then we have 1, 2. For example, we need to access 50. You need to call 11 na index. Okay? So for example, I will be having 3 rows kunyari. Paano gagawin natin? So you need to have a comma and then another pair ng square brackets. So for example, we have 70, you have 80, you have 90. And then this curly brace and that symbol will be placed in here at the end. Okay? If this will be the case, magdadagdag tayo dito ng another row for us to accommodate 70, 80, and then we have 90. Okay, so it will be having static value. Now, type 2 and type 3, again, they are the same. So, anong ginagawa nila? This one is a 2-liner and then this one is a 1-liner code. Both of them are declaring an array. dinedeclare lang natin sila but wala silang laman pa currently. So sabi dito, we'll be having 2 rows and 2 columns na array. So this will be row 1, or row 0 rather, and then row 1. So this will be column 0 and then this will be column 1 because we declare our index as 2 and 2. Same goes with this type 3. Pareho lang. Okay. So this is a simple example on how we run yung code natin. Okay, this one will be yung first type ng declaration. Okay, so kamukha ng sinabi ko kanina, if we try to interpret yung memory ni array, ganito yung nangyari dyan. Okay, dahil meron tayong dalawang group, so this will be divided into 2 rows and then we have 3 columns. Okay, so this will be 10, 20, 30, and then you have 40, 50, and then you have 60. So this will be 0, 0, you have 0, 1, you have 0, 2, you have 1, 0, you have 1, 1, and then you have 1, 2. Sabi dito sa baba, we have to system out print line an array index 1, 1. So basically, yung laman nito is 50. So magiging output lang ito is 50. Okay? So for example, we need to display 20. So basically, you have a system out again, and then ang di-display lang natin ay an array index for us to access 20 na kay 0, 1 siya na index. So you have 0, you have 1, and then that's it for us to display 20. Okay? Yeah, so this next slide is that we'll be declaring an array. So 2 by 2 yung size ng array, and then we'll be inputting a value to them. Okay, so manual input pa din to. Okay, so let's try to interpret. The first line of code, so only will be declaring yung array. What will be the size? So sabi natin 2 by 2. So automatic, so row 1, row 0, row 1, column 0, column 1. So again, so this will be 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Now, sabi sa next line, kay 0, 0, lalagyan mo daw ng 10. So ayan, may laman na. 0, 1, lagyan mo daw ng 20. 1, 0, you have 30. And then 1, 1, you have 40. Okay. So basically, nalagyan na natin ng laman. So after that, sabi dito, an array index 10. So ibig sabihin, we'll be accessing 10. Nasaan siya? Ito, si 10. We'll be getting 30. Ang magiging answer lang dito will be 30. So yun yung ginagawa ng sample code na ito. For our last slide, so pinis natin siya for NetBeans for easy simulation. So interpret natin to line by line. On line number 6, ginawa natin, we have created an object. So, yung object natin is input. So, manghihingi lang yan ng user input coming from the keyboard. So, using that code. Nasaan siya? Ito. Now, line number 7, we have declared variables A and B. So, ginagawa niya is ito. Ano mong purpose niya? Kamukha ng sinabi ko, ang for loop natin, kamukha ng single dimensional array, ginagamit natin for accessing the index. Para yung array natin mas magiging dynamic. So, pakita ko mamaya. Now, start tayo. On line number 8, so sabi dito, magawa daw tayo ng array. Ang pangalan niya is an array. Tapos, ang size niya ay 2 by 2 lang. Ayan. Okay? So, yan na. After line number 8, ganun yung nangyari. So, on line number 9, makikita natin dyan, nandyan na si A. Initial value niya is 0. And then we have A less than an array. Ayan. That length. Okay, so A is 0 kasi yan. And then less than length natin na specify dito 2. Ayan. So 0 less than 2, so that will be true. Dahil true yung condition, so ayan, papasok yan dito. Okay, sa loob. No? inner lobe. So, makikita niya si B. Initial value ni B is 0. And then after that, nakalagay dyan is B less than an array that length. Okay, so B is 0. An array that length natin is 2. So 0 less than 2, so that will be true. Next, on line number 11, so prompt lang naman yan. So sinasabi lang ng prompt natin na kung saang index yung ina-access natin currently. So yun lang yung sinasabi ng line number 11. So prompt lang. So, now, manghihingi na tayo ng value on line number 12. So ano ba ibig sabihin itong 12 na to? Ayan. So try natin siyang interpret yung code na yan. Ay, sabi dyan is that we have an array index A and B. So yan. Okay? So current value ni A is 0, B is 0. So ibig sabihin you'll be accessing the 0th index dito. Okay? Lagyan ko na ng label lahat. Ayan. So, dahil ang current value ni A is 0, current value ni B is 0, so we'll be accessing an array index 0, 0 dito. And then, sabi dito, input yung user and then ipaparse na into an integer. So, for example, in-input ni user is 10, dito natin siya nilagay. Next, yung B mo will increment, so magiging 1. 1 less than 2, so this will be true. Dahil true yung condition, ayan, dito we'll be accessing an array A and B, whereas A is 0, B is 1. So, ma-access mo ngayon to. For example, user mo naglagay ng 20. So, yung B mo will increment, so magiging 2. So, 2 less than 2, so this will be false. After that, so balik tayo kay A. Current value ni A ngayon is 1. 1 less than 2 is true. And then, balik tayo kay B. Kay B again, common mistake. Nag-end tayo ng 2, pero dahil lumabas na tayo, pumunta tayo kay A, pagbalik natin kay B, mag-reset na yung value na into 0. So, hindi mo siya i-continue na sa 3. Kasi some of the students, nakikita ko, ginagawa nila when they are simulating, dahil nag-end sila ng 3 dito, pagbalik nila kay B, 3 sila nag-start. So, that will be wrong. Kasi lumabas ka na, and then bumalik ka uli kay B. I-restate mo yung value niya. Kung 0 yung value niya, so 0 uli siya. Okay? So this will be 0 less than 2. So bakit 2? Ganun pa rin naman, an array that length. So this will be true. Ayan, makikita mo. So 0, 1. Nasaan you have 1, 0 rather. So this will be 1, 0. Now, input yung user. So for example, 30 yung in-input. And then this will be 1. 1 less than 2, so this will be true. And then, ayan, you have 1, 1. May access ka na dito. So, lagay tayo ng 40 ngayon. Next, so this will increment to 2. So, 2 less than 2, so this will be false. Yung A natin will increment to 2. So, 2 less than 2, so this will be false. So, stop. And then, tapos na itong part na to. Ayan, tapos na natin yung for loop. But meron pa tayo ditong display, sabi, system.out.println an array index 10. Sino ba nakalagay sa 10? Si 30. Okay, so our output for this one will be 30. So check natin, i-run natin. Okay, so sabi natin, sorry, check yung labeling, mali. Dito dapat yan. Ayan. Okay, so 0, 0, ilalagay natin si 10. Okay, so yun si 10. You have 1, 0, lagay natin si 20. And then you have 30. And then you have 40. So after that, so we have displayed 30. Okay, so tama yung simulation natin. So that's it for two-dimensional array. So I'll be giving other examples para somehow mas practice mo pa siya. Okay? Check nyo lang yung other video.